Welcome everybody to my review of Sonic the Hedgehog issue 237. Now, before I begin my review, I would like to say a little piece right now. Many of you have been watching my review videos for months, and many of you like them, and many of you have subscribed because of my videos, and I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Now, there have been one or two people that have been disappointed that I have not uploaded full scans of the issue. Well, I'm going to tell you this right now. I will never upload full scans of the issue. Why? Because I'm just providing a review. I'm just providing entertainment for people. And, I mean, if you want to see the whole comic, either buy it yourself or find other means to obtain the issue. You will never obtain it from me. I will provide pictures with some spoilers on it for those people who are curious, but otherwise, go find your kick somewhere else. And if you don't like it, tough noogies. And for those of you who do like my reviews, please stick around because I'm going to end my rant and begin this one right now. This issue starts with Eggman on the Death Egg limping towards the mysterious Cat Country base in communications with Draco and Razor Claw. And Eggman expects them to prepare for his arrival, but Draco and Razor Claw said that their base was not ready due to numerous attacks from the combined forces of the Wolfpack and the Cats. And Eggman will not take that as an excuse. And as he was threatening them, ranting on at them, Orbot cut off their communications to save power. Because, yeah. Anyway, of course, Eggman says it's because of this, but Orbot says, oh, it's because you used too much power on the attack. And Cubot also cued in on his response, and Cubot here has this different accent from the games. Instead of a pirate, a cowboy, or a gangster, he now has this accent that's reminiscent of theater, Shakespearean theater, or something like that. So yeah, that's completely new. I wonder if it's going to be a recurring motif or something. Anyway, Eggman is like angry about all this, so he pretty much gets information out of Mecha Sally about the peace between the wolves and the cats, and he pretty much sends Mecha Sally to take care of the two leaders, because without the two leaders, they will be forced into war, giving his Dark Egg Legion forces in that area free reign. So the first stop Mecha Sally goes to is the Wolfpack Nation to get Loop, and she catches Loop off guard because that silhouette right there, Loop was expecting a friendly face, but in comes Mecha Sally pretty much holding her by the throats, and pretty much Mecha Sally is trying to have Loop come along quietly or else. And then there's Queen Hathor talking to one of her subjects. And then, of course, Mecha Sally rockets and carries Queen Hathor away. Alright, and sometime later we see Sonic, Amy, Tails, and T-Pup walking around the Wolfpack Nation. And notice that they have feathers in their hair. I guess it's to honor tradition. And, of course, doesn't Amy's feather look kind of familiar?
Behold the warrior feather.
Yeah, we get the idea. Anyway, team fighters stumble upon Loop's kids and the Wolf twins overlooking a meeting, and this meeting is to pretty much determine who kidnapped Loop, and the Wolfpack blames the cats and all that. But it's too much of a coincidence that Eggman is suddenly coming here, and yeah, so they suspect it's Eggman, at least Team Fighters and the Wolf Twins do. Anyway, what they're going to do now is they're going to go rescue Loop and pretty much ask the Wolf Twins for their help in tracking down the Dark Egg Legion chapter. And so, as the twins walk, Amy and company are explaining what has happened in New Momotropolis, especially with all the mess that's been happening these past few issues. And they say it's awful. So, yeah. Anyway, the Wolf Twins find themselves bored being here as being guards for the Wolfpack Nation. That they've decided that they're going to move to New Momotropolis and probably apply for Rotor's team. But, ladies, you're not going to be joining that team. No, no, no. You are not going to be joining that team. You will be joining a different team, however. So, yeah. Anyway, as they explore the jungle area, out comes a cat, followed by the Dark Egg Legion, and that cat is Hathor. And of course, there's Razor Claw and his forces trying to capture her. And of course, Razor Claw wants her alive, but not intact. So he did threaten violence, but then of course T-Pup comes out and the Wolf Twins and Team Fighters pretty much ambush the Dark Egg Legion. And of course, when they confront Hathor, she is pretty much known as Emissary Hathor. Which, to the confusion of the Wolfpack twins. And there is a reason for this. As explained in the previous arc featuring these characters, in the Cat Society, clothing determines what rank you are and stuff. And as you can see here, the Hathor is not wearing the Queen's robe, so she is not the Queen. However, when she is not the Queen, Hathor actually seems like a decent person. So yeah. Anyway, Sonic pretty much identifies himself to Hathor by, again, mentioning his ambassador socks. And Hathor pretty much explained the situation, explained how Loop and the Queen are pretty much prisoners, and how Loop explained that whole situation about robotization and whatnot. And Loop said there are these air vents that the Queen can crawl through, and Loop will have to stay behind. And of course, the Queen would have gotten rid of her robes in order to make it through, thus her changing demeanor. Anyway, after telling the story, the tribal cats appear, and of course they threaten violence. But then of course Emissary Hathor, still carrying the voice of the Queen, pretty much says we're going to rescue the Queen, and yeah. And then the cat tribe decides to pay a visit to the wolf packs, and hopefully no violence will ensue. So that means that they need to hurry. So somewhere in the Dark Egg Legion base, there's Loop strapped to a table with Eggman all pondering and all that stuff. He wants to robotize her again, but there's a chance that Loop still has that it's possible that she could still be immune to robotization thanks to the aliens. And then Eggman decides to go with Plan B and legionize her instead, and he brings out these killer cybernetic arms, and yeah. Now, okay, folks, I'm going to comment right now. Is it Loop or Lupe? I'm confused with that name. To be honest, I haven't seen Sat AM in a long time. I do not know how it's pronounced. I'm calling her Loop until said otherwise. Yeah. So that was the main story. To be honest, I didn't think anything happened. I mean, I didn't see a threat personally. I mean, it lacked something. I mean, sure, Loop is going to get roboticized, legionized, excuse me, but I mean, I know there are Loop fans out there, and But I don't really don't feel that that sense of danger. Now, if Eggman goes ahead and goes through with the Legionization, then yeah. But at the moment, yeah, and I do like how that that Hathor becomes a nicer person thanks to shedding of her queenly robes. I guess you have to be tough in order to be the queen, so yeah. Now, again, the main story is penciled by Steve Butler. I do have to give the guy credit, though. He can make Eggman scary. I mean, he can really make him a psychopathic man-child, and I do give him props for that. Anyway, I'm going to give this issue well, not the issue, the main story a 7 out of 10. Again, because it was missing more oomph. You know what I'm talking about? But I did like this nice little foreshadowing of the twins deciding to leave the Wolfpack Nation to go to a new Mobotropolis and eventually end up in the hands of Harvey, whose secret freedom fighter team. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for the main story. Now it's time for the backup story. This story has been a long time coming, ever since issue 221 with Mina's concert. Anyway, Mina Mongoose enters Freedom HQ to have a little chat with Nicole, and Nicole has pretty much been reduced to a screen with text on it, pretty much an emotionlessness state. She's pretty much devoid of all emotion at this point through her texting. And Mina asks, please come back to the city. And Nicole is like typing, no, you've got what you wanted. I've been exiled. And Mina's like, no. This is not what I meant for this to happen. My music was supposed to inspire people to rise up. All it did was create anger and fear, and I don't know why. Well, we the audience do. We know the cause. And I know what it's like to be brainwashed, Mina continues onward. So, will you please come back? We have to get you back. And Nicole responded, no. And of course, Nicole types up that I have failed my friends. Sally could not be saved. Antoine, I was not there for him, and I saw Bunny leave. And then of course, yeah. I mean, it's pretty sad to see Nicole in this state because it's like instant messenger now. I mean, there's no emotion in instant messaging. I mean, sure there are smiley faces and all, but it's like text. Anyway, yeah, Mina tries to comfort Nicole, saying that all of this stuff happened under Sonic's watch, but he pulled it together to form Team Freedom, and he was, why Mina was with Nicole in the first place, why is she here now? She wants to make things right because she failed Nicole. And of course, Nicole was like, you failed? And Mina reminisced of how she tried to become a freedom fighter, but it almost got her being killed. And that took place way back in issue 120. And then Mina explained how she became a singer and how she used singing to somehow turn people against Nicole. But hey, I'll explain a bit later about all this, so yeah. And so, of course, Mia's like, okay, Nicole, I screwed up here. I screwed up somewhere down the line. I want to make things right. Now, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. Not like texting talk. I mean, really talk. I mean, have Nicole actually appear. And sure enough, Nicole reappears in her hologram form. All distorted and all staticky. And the reason she can form her hologram is because Rotor made modifications to Freedom HQ to allow Nicole some breathing room, so to speak. And Nicole and Mina's like, no, this room is not enough for you. You need to come back to the city. And Mina's like, come on, I want you to be free again. Be free! And then, of course, Nicole's like, somebody once told me that I should be brave to meet this anger with reason. And we all know who that someone is. Dimitri! And, of course, it's not easy to face your fears, conquer the hatred and all that stuff. But, I mean, this thing can apply to real life too, folks. It can apply to real life. And, of course, Mina will be there to back her up because, hey. In a way, it is, in a way, Mina's fault that Nicole's in this current situation. And Mina, in her way, will try and make this up. She will find a way to get Nicole back into the city, make things right again. And at that moment, Nicole becomes all happy again, and yay, and hugs, and not glitching anymore. Notice how that every time, like, Nicole's all depressed, saddened, and all that, she becomes glitchy, her hollow matrix becomes glitchy, and that after she gets all happy and feels better about herself, she's non-glitchy. I find that interesting. Anyway, what Mina is going to do is, first they apologize to each other, they forgive each other, and Mina is going to prepare a song that will get the message right this time. And Nicole's still understanding the concept of emotions and all that, and yeah. And it is at this point that a mysterious special guest has appeared, and it's none other than Harvey, who... Jeez! Well, this guy is really mysterious. I mean, he comes into Freedom HQ, pretty much hears the entire conversation, and he asks for Nicole's help for a special project. Okay. Now, I'm honestly curious at this point because, based on the cover of Sonic Universe 41, we know who the members of the Secret Freedom Fighters are. Heck, there was even earlier foreshadowing in the main story. So, yeah, I'm curious to see what role Nicole has to play in the future arc. So, yeah. Alright. Now, my review of this issue, this story... Bleh. Well, I like it. It's been a long time coming. Nicole fans should be happy with this story because it gives them a message of hope, and I respect that. And I want to say something about this whole thing that led up to Nicole's current situation. Now, it is not entirely Mina's fault. It is not entirely Mina's fault. The original message of her concert in issue 221 was to inspire the people to actually stand up and fight evils for themselves. And, I mean, because, be honest, the background folks in the comic are pretty much running away, screaming in terror, while Sonic and the Freedom Fighters go kick some bad guy booty. And, again, her concert's to let the generic people actually fight back and all that stuff, so, yeah. But, of course, things get twisted around when Ugly Man appears with his chaos-powered scepter and screws around with people's emotions enough so that... Oh! This weird Ugly Man that is not evil, he will protect us! He will save us from that deadly threat of Nicole! Please! Here, be our king! So, yeah. I mean, in a way, Mina does have a point. I mean, when the Iron Queen changed Nicole to be her servant, I mean, New Metropolis became a big old death trap. I mean, imagine your refrigerator reaching out towards you and forcing you into a cyborg. That's scary. That is scary stuff, so yeah. So, yeah, this whole mess with Nicole being exiled is all thanks to ugly troll man, and hopefully this will prove a stepping stone to be his ultimate downfall. I cannot wait for it to happen. I am so excited. I will jump around for joy when he is finally dethroned. I'll be so happy. Anyway, I'm going to give this story a 9 out of 10. And Tracy Yardley provides this the pencils, and I do like how he produces emotions in the face. I like his facial characteristics and all that. So yeah. Well, that's issue 237. Again, it's pretty much a okay issue, but yeah, hopefully these next few months are going to provide some more interesting developments. I mean, I am curious about issue 41 of Sonic Universe with this whole secret freedom fighter and this whole setup. I mean, starting with Elias, then Silver, and then the word of the Wolfpack twins leaving their nation, and Nicole with being recruited by Harvey Who. I mean, I can't wait to see where this is all leading up to. And please do not be disappointing. Please do not be a disappointing mess, or else, well, whatever. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching my review, and I will see you next time.